Hi there, my name is Etarnax, and I'm going to be starting a new Minecraft world. I haven't played much in survival, and mainly I've just been a builder. But I think I'm going to get my hand at a new Let's Play world. I know Minecraft isn't really any in right now, and that doesn't really matter to me. It's always been one of my favorite games, and I'd like to share some of my experiences with you. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the world I'll be starting on. I quite enjoy the seed. It has a plains biome and it is surrounded on most of the sides by a roofed forest. I quite enjoy the color of dark oak wood, and the grass in the dark oak forest is one of my favorites. Another cool part about this seed is the mushroom island relatively close to spawn. So without any further ado, let's get right into the start of this world. Alrighty, I just finished doing some mining off camera, and we are going to get started on building this house, because I kind of need one, don't you think? So, this is what I kind of have, the rest is over here in the furnaces, and I'm going to be building my house right here. Spawn is like right there, so if we die and I don't have my spawn point set for some reason, it'll be pretty close. I was also thinking about turning this into a little fishing pond right off the back end. Maybe, who knows? I have no clue. I'm going to lay down some cobblestone for some foundation, and I'll get right to building. Alrighty, so this is how I've started out the house. If you want a build guide, good luck. I'm throwing blocks at randomly onto the ground. So what I was thinking here, front entrance here, right? Big opener area. I've got some tucked over space right here. These two actually match up, which will be pretty good. And off to the side over here, I was thinking about having a cellar, which I think would be pretty cool. Maybe a cellar, or it could just be a basement. I know I want it to be at least 2 stories up, right? Just to give us some building room. And I don't know if it'll be a facade, it's just like a random build, or if we'll actually use it for storage and stuff. I'm sure if I do storage in this building, it'll have to probably go in the cellar or the basement, however you want to say it, because storage is always just weird on smaller bases when you have like actual storage. So yeah, I'll build it up a little bit more and then I'll come back. So at this point, I've added a few, just made some walls, added a few blocks. Haven't put in a floor yet. I'm planning on putting in stone brick. I think it'll look pretty good. I've done a bit with the cellar. I mean, I say I've done a bit, but this is all that there is. However, I might give it a good little outline about what's going to happen there, hopefully. It's probably going to go right and go underneath the house. Over here I've added a little, I don't know, a little pool of water and some crops growing. Really important thing with crops is if you have them next to a building, like I have them here, there's that little tiny 1 pixel gap right there that if you don't replace it, you can see the block underneath, like right here. Oh, that's not a good example. Right here, you can see the grass or the dirt underneath the cobblestone, which honestly, it's not very visually appealing. So you want to replace that with a block just right above it, and it gives it a whole lot, just adds a whole lot that you wouldn't normally think. Now also when these crops grow up, you aren't hardly going to be able to see that. However, while they're still little baby crops, it's kind of a good idea. So now I'm going to head down south. There's a huge amount of deserts down there because I need glass. I want some windows here, I want one right here, and right here I'm actually planning on putting a porch because I talked about that little fishing pond, and I think a porch would go pretty well right here. And then round back, there's not too much special. I'll end up probably putting a hedge here, Just a big old fucking hedge right here. Cover up this back wall, as well as one right here. So yeah, I'll be right back with a shit ton of sand. Alrighty, I just got back from the desert and I got a bunch of sand and I actually ran into a desert temple. So I got Smite 1, Power 5, and Fire Protection 4, as well as his stuff. I actually found these in one of the new random little spawned obsidian things. I don't know what they're called, but they're are they broken? I think they're broken portals. Um, that's where I got this stuff. And I think I'm going to go with black windows, black stained glass windows. That or white, because it would go good with this block palette. So yeah, I'll make a bit more progress on the house and see where we are in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I just finished building this thing. I think the roof looks a bit bland, and I could use a bit more on the porch back here, but for now, and this wall's really bland. For now, though, this is it. I quite enjoy this little house. I love bushes. I put bushes fucking everywhere, and I think it looks decent-ish. So I got some more bushes back here, and some more back here. Now, if we navigate ourselves inside the interior, I have it all laid out like this. I think it looks pretty cool. I've got a bigger open area. I'm thinking about throwing down a carpet right here. Maybe a Persian rug or something similar. And over in here, this is going to be my kitchen. I mean, it'll be basically useless because this is Minecraft, but I will still have a kitchen right here. So this is our second floor, which is essentially just going to be my room, my bedroom, I mean. I'm thinking about throwing some chests over in this area and maybe a few crafting table, or I have a crafting table here, maybe a few furnaces right here. Who knows? I'll figure it out all eventually. I really like what I did with support beams up here. Now, none of them are useful, but they do add like a really cool effect. And I could probably use some of the new chains. Let's see, let me go make some. So, I'm playing in the most recent snapshot, which is 20W16A, I believe. And in that, there was added a new block. Well, kind of a block. I actually haven't played with them yet, but they are called chains. Now, I wonder... Alright, they do have a hitbox, and pickaxe is the correct tool. Alright, that's like what I wanted to know. Does this thing have a hitbox? Yeah. So, essentially... I don't have any more lanterns on me. Essentially, the chains work in conjunction with the lanterns. So you place a chain, there's a lantern, and the texture flows really well. Like, it's because they're made to connect like that. Now, I was thinking maybe throw some in here to connect these, right? Give it just a little bit of whatever you want to call that. Maybe put some up here. Oh, missed that one. I guess I'll just connect a bunch of these wherever they connect, or wherever they overlap. So like there. I'd like to put a big one right here, but I don't have enough chain for it, so I'm just not going to. Unless I broke this. In which case I would have enough chain. And there we go. Taking it back up there. Alrighty. I also mainly or mostly polished up the cellar. So let's shut these doors. This is our cellar. And nothing special. I just have some varied blocks over here. We've got slabs, gravel, andesite, cobblestone, stone. All these different blocks make it look kind of weathered, which is perfect for a basement. And then I love these new stone stairs because you can like chip out a block. I'm thinking about moving these a bit more because right now they're too clumped. So like we might move this one over to here. Stick that right in there. And it just breaks up the floor so I don't have a plain, just flat space. Adds character without adding too much actual effort and work, right? Just, I guess you'd call it the lazy way out. So that's our basement, and I think that might be all for this episode. I don't know if I'll continue this series. I don't know what I'm going to do, but for now, let me take off some armor. This is Etarnaxia saying good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you again for the next episode, which I'm planning on it being fixing this food situation, because these 8 pieces of bread are some of the last food that I have to my name. Anyways, have a wonderful time, and goodbye.